What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the newest Star Wars game rumor. This is the Ubisoft one, right? So Massive Entertainment, the developers of the Division 1 and 2, we've known for quite a while they're making a Star Wars game. In fact, I think that even first came out right around the time that we started to see into the future that, oh yeah, EA is not going to be able to renew this license. Maybe they didn't want to, maybe they just weren't going to be able to. And then, this Ubisoft game had kind of come to the forefront. Now, we know very little about it, really just kind of two pieces of information. One, it may have some sort of space travel, and that's through rumors, right? Technically, it doesn't even have to be true, but it's going to have some sort of like jumping around and going to different locations. And then it's supposed to be a pretty big departure from what they normally make. So I'll be honest, I've always thought of this game as just the Division, but with Star Wars. I think actually that would work, to be honest. I don't know if I need it, but I've always just kind of thought that. And then upon further research, they actually said that years ago, that this would be just a very, very different kind of game than what they had normally made. So the rumor here is pretty simple. The rumor is that this game is supposed to release before March of 2024. So this is an early 2024 game as of right now. That's what Kotaku reported, but they also say in the report that talk on the inside is that seems too ambitious. It seems like too good of a thing to actually happen, and that it's probably going to get pushed into that fiscal year, which would be March, or I guess technically first day of April, because I think it goes through March 31st. So April 1st all the way through till March 31st of 2025. That's most likely what will end up happening. And to be honest with you, Ubisoft kind of does that all the time. Publishers, I suppose, beyond Ubisoft do it as well, but it's just with Ubisoft, you've had things like Skull and Bones appear in their, fiscal reports, and they say, well, we're just going to move that one. Or Avatar was supposed to come out, obviously, last fall. Now it's coming out this fall. So they move those games like it's nobody's business, and it just happens seemingly all the time. So maybe early next year isn't going to happen. Would I take it early next year? Of course I would, but maybe it would be maybe around this time, maybe another year from now. Now, what I do think, and I had predicted this before this rumor, but I think it does help it. I very much think this is going to be at the Ubisoft Forward event in June. So I'll have to make videos as we get closer, and I will on certain predictions. But I think, like Avatar is a lock to be seen at that. I think Assassin's Creed Mirage obviously is a lock. But also this Star Wars thing, I think this would be like the one last thing kind of, statement from an event where, I don't know how many people are expecting it. To be honest with you, if you're not into the day-to-day gaming news grind, online, you probably forgot or didn't even know it was happening, right? You got to imagine, you got to think like they made an announcement, but there was no trailer. There's never been a trailer. It was just, a press statement or a release, and you see it on Twitter and stuff. So when they show like a full-blown trailer and they say, hey, Ubisoft's making a Star Wars game, to a lot of people, that's the first time they'll ever see it. So that'll be exciting. I do think that'll be like the big thing, unless they want to do like Beyond Good and Evil 2. But, we'll talk about that as the weeks go on. We're only, I think, 3 weeks today is the Ubisoft event, so we don't have much time left. But there's the news. We'll see if it comes out early next year or next year, like, period. I'd imagine 2024 just in general is probably a much safer bet. But more than anything, I do just want to see this game, because like I said, I've convinced myself at this entire time up until today, I've convinced myself that this would just be The Division but Star Wars. That's literally what I thought. So, and I was willing to take that. So now knowing that it's going to be just different, okay, cool. Let me see just how different it is. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're all subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.